Mesdames et messieurs, Madame Katrine Kirk.
Hello. I'm so excited to be here. It's such an honor to be invited to a symposium like this. I'm going to be taking you back to a part of my life that was quite difficult because I became ill, and that changed my life forever. One day, I found myself going to hospital for some tests. My neck had swollen up. It took a long while. It took about 4 weeks to figure out what was going on. And when they eventually did, it was as if the earth dropped away under my feet. I did not know whether I was going to live to see my son grow up, whether I had any kind of future to look forward to. Everything was chaos, absolute chaos. How many of you have had someone close to you who's had to go to hospital? Gosh, that's almost all of you. In my case, only about 5 to 10% of patients survive the illness. I asked my treating physician, so what characterizes the people who survive? He had no answer for me other than to say, well, we can give you the gold standard treatment and we can hope that it will work for you. But that's really all we can do. That was surprising, but it was also surprising to me that he wasn't curious. He wasn't curious about what distinguishes those 5 to 10% who survive. Hospitals are a lot like body shops. You know how you can take your car to be fixed, and hospitals are exactly like that. They're highly specialized, each specialty focusing on one organ system. But the danger of this is also a fragmentation that sort of prevents the professionals from seeing the whole person. Looking for a pathway that would somehow help me regain my health was like getting lost in the fog. I mean, there was no question that I needed the hospital treatment. That I never questioned that. But what else would help me increase the odds of survival? The strictly scientific medical literature was on the fence about exercise. To me, it just seemed to make sense that a strong body is better able to fend off the adverse effects of harsh medicine. I started taking up yoga classes. I'd heard that they were good both for the mood and for body strength. The thing about yoga, though, is I found it incredibly boring. My knowledge helped me to avoid serious medical errors, like, for instance, waking up in the middle of the night once, and there's a nurse about to give me a new bag of medicine, and I ask her, so what is this that you're giving me? And she reads it out from the label, and then I'm wide awake, and I say, oh, did the doctor change my prescription? Because that's not what I had this afternoon. And then she realizes she's about to give me somebody else's medicine. Patients who get engaged, who know what's happening to them, who become involved, they simply have much, much better chances of survival if it's a deadly disease, and they have fewer serious side effects and disabilities. As you can see, I mean, just in a very physical way, I was very, very constrained. And the day I came in there, I thought, my goodness, is this the room I'm going to die in? It was scary. And this is where it potentially gets very embarrassing. But I had to have some kind of exercise. And so I did my exercise like this. Something like that. And the most amazing thing to me was that, yes, I did have all that pain, but I remember feeling that this was all right, that I was doing okay. I knew what was going on. And I focused on the pleasure that I could find in there. I used less than 50% of the morphine that most patients use, and the treatment worked perfectly. So I've been extremely lucky, and I'm so grateful for all the medical technology that was available to me. But I think that my mental and physical preparation for all of this really helped me to deal with it in a way that was much less traumatizing than it could have been. Patients need to get moving, and you can help them. It's really that simple, and I hope you will.
It was utterly inspiring. Thank you.
It's a wonderful talk, actually. We enjoyed very much.
Thanks.
But thank you, this was really inspiring.